today we have a Kriss Vector to review, chambered in 45 ACP. Very interesting, unique gun. So let's get started. All right, at the back here, we do have this set up in a pistol configuration at the moment. We do have the SBA3 brace on here. You can obviously change this out. You can SBR this if you wish and put on a stock, or you can take this off altogether. So you just have this essentially going like this and it would work just fine. As I say, we do currently have a brace on here. Moving down, you're going to notice that it already has these iron sights. These iron sights did come with the gun, which is nice. It's nice not to have to go and purchase something after you pay all that money. So they're kind of low profile, they're polymer sights. They seem to work just fine. I had no problems with them, and I just like the fact that they come with them, so very nice. On the top here, we have a holographic sight by Vortex. That's their holo sight, the UH1. And then we have that sitting on top of a full-length 1913 Picatinny rail. So obviously we have backup sights, a decent size sight here, and we still have extra rail space for anything that you may need to put on there. So moving down, this part right here is actually your safety and fire, and that is completely ambidextrous. So you have it on either side there. Moving down, obviously we have the trigger. The trigger guard is curved, so if you're wearing gloves in the winter or something like that, you should still have plenty of room in there to operate it. Obviously moving down, we have the grip. It has some texturing on the sides and then serrations on the front and back. Feels pretty good in hand. And it does have a little compartment at the bottom here to store whatever you would like. Moving along, anything pretty much you see here with this green color is polymer, kind of a mixture. I believe it's a proprietary blend by Kriss Vector, but it's essentially, we're just going to call it polymer. And the bulk of the weight is actually going to be right here. And this gun comes in about 8 pounds. Now the bulk of the weight is here. It has a really interesting design, which again, we'll go over in just a second. Moving along, on the other side, you do have a bolt catch and release right here. And then we do have a side charging handle. And I really like this side charging handle because the sheer fact is you can pull it out and then let it go and it will sit back down, so it becomes less of a snagging hazard and things like that. And as I say, that is your bolt release right there. Moving up here, we do have some more 1913 pick rail space right here if you want to attach a light or something like that. And you can see we have a pretty short barrel on here. I did say it's a chambered in 45 ACP, and the barrel is 5.5 inches long, so it's pretty short. And then we do have a thread protector on here, so it is a threaded barrel, which is really nice. Again, you don't have to change it out after you buy it if you want to suppress it. It is ready to go. Put that thread protector back on. So yeah, really unique design. As I said, it's called a blowback delayed system. Now, what happens is your bolt actually sits about here. And then when you fire, the bolt comes down. There's a guide rod and spring right here, and it comes down and back up, down and back up. It's really interesting. But what it does is it's designed to help with muzzle rise. So it's a very flat shooting gun, and I did notice that when I was shooting it. It was very, very cool. But yeah, it's such an interesting design. We'll open this up in a second, and I'll show you what I mean with that bolt. But very unique design. On the other side here, this is your mag release, and this is your mag. The good news is it takes Glock mags. This is a Glock 21 mag. It's a 13 round, and they sit flush in the gun like so. You can buy, there's a way to extend these. I'm not sure if it's Kriss Vector that makes them. So if you want some extra capacity, you can buy the extension kit to make those magazines hold more rounds for you. So yeah, very, very unique looking gun, and it's going to be very unique to see inside of it. So let me change the camera angle, and I'll be right back with you. All right, before I take this down, let me go over the trigger with you real fast. So we'll do the trigger and then the trigger pull weight, and then we'll strip this down. So right off the bat, you'll see you've got some take up right here, and it feels like you're right at a wall, but you do have a little bit of take up past this point, just a couple of millimeters. And then you have the brake. It's pretty decent, it's audible, and it's tactile. And let's check out the reset. So you get a little bit of lead out. And then you heard it there, obviously it's an audible, and it's a pretty tactile reset, so not bad at all. Let's do the trigger pull weight and see what we get. Okay, so we're going to use a Wheeler trigger scale here. Let's switch this on. Let's see what we get. 4 pounds, 11 ounces. Let's do that one more time. 4 pounds, 8 ounces. It's not bad. It's not a bad trigger. Okay, so let's take this gun down. Okay, so to take this down, it's really, really simple. There is 4 push pins, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm gonna take this one off. Actually, we're gonna leave this one on. I'm gonna take this one off first, because we're just gonna separate the upper from the lower first. These are not captive pins, so when you pull them out, don't lose them. Okay, so 4 pins, really simple, and then we can detach the upper from the lower. One of the really, there's 2 super unique things about this gun, I think, well, other than the look of it as well, is this is your hammer. It actually comes down from above, like so. Most hammers are used to, you know, coming up the way, but this one, yeah, this one comes down. So it's such a unique design on that. Very cool. Again, this part is all pretty light. It's just all your kind of your polymer blend here. This is where the real bulk of your weight is, because this is where your bolt carrier group is, and then obviously you have your barrel and things like that. Now I'm going to take out this last pin at the bottom here to demonstrate the blowback design that I was telling you about and how this bolt carrier moves. So right here is your bolt, and this is your guide rod and spring. Now essentially this would come back and compress this spring back here, but I want to show you, I'm going to move this so I can actually show you. So when we let this out, you can see that bolt comes back and down. Let's see if we can get a better angle here and change it. So it comes back and then it goes down. That is, I've never ever seen that kind of design before. Super interesting. Let's just take this all the way out. And that's, I mean, that's essentially your disassembly right there. And you can see, as I say, this is your bolt here, and then it sits in like this. So when it comes, yeah, this is how it is able to move, just like so. Such a unique design, and again, it really does help with that muzzle rise. But again, I've never seen anything designed like that. So very interesting. Okay, all right, I'm going to put this back together and change the camera angle, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so let's talk about shooting. Shooting was excellent. I had no problems whatsoever. And it is very flat shooting. There was very little muzzle rise as advertised. Again, that is such an interesting design with that bolt there and that design. I've never seen anything like that before, but obviously it seems to work. I think back in the day when these first came out, there was a lot of issues with different things, but as time's gone by, with a lot of firearms, things have just gotten better and more reliable. I didn't have any problems. I shot a couple 100 rounds of just ball 45 ACP through it, all brass. Again, no problems whatsoever for me. But yeah, it was really enjoyable getting to shoot. It's got a lot of really cool features, and I really like that it takes Glock mags, because, you know, who doesn't own Glocks and have Glock mags? Obviously these are 45, chambered in 45, so it's the Glock 21 mags, as I said. You can buy some extenders for these. I believe Chris Vector makes them, I could be wrong, but you can buy extended Glock, like an extension to put on these Glock mags to give you more capacity. But yeah, it's a very interesting, very cool firearm. I did enjoy, I have enjoyed the review process with this. It was fun, and I did enjoy shooting it. Okay, so let's talk about price. I did a search before I started this video, and I seen them. They weren't in stock, but they were around about $1,500 plus. So I would imagine that's kind of the price range you're looking to pay at the time of posting this video. But yeah, cool firearm. If you have any questions, any comments, please ask me below. I'm always happy to help out wherever I can. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. It doesn't cost you a dime, but it greatly helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. And that's it. All right, folks, until next time, I'll catch you later.